But yeah, also, I had too much syrup today, but not enough. Anyway, my drink is fucked.
Wait, what drink is it?
I normally make an old fashioned, which is 1 part simple syrup, 2 parts whiskey, and then a little bit of bitters. I had the amount of simple syrup I had was over 1 part, but it wasn't enough to save, so I poured that all in. I measured out my whiskey, and it was less than 2 parts. And I'm like, I took a sip of it after I added the bitters. I'm like, I'm just tasting syrup. So I found I think I had maybe a shot of what was it, Bacardi Gold left over, and I was like, threw it in there. And I'm like, all right, it's alcohol. I'm good.
Did you do you have any citrus?
No, I think I have lime juice, but I don't prefer it with my whiskey.
Nah, you don't need lime juice. You need the lime skin.
Oh.
So that way you hit the rim with it.
Mm-hmm.
You peel the skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hit the rim with it, and then you kind of give it a little twist overhead, and that should balance out the sweetness of the syrup.
Oh, well, there you go.
This is how I know alcohol is trash, because how do I put this?
Because I just mixed them and said, fuck it, good enough?
No, because I have never in my life heard the phrase, I had too much syrup, as a legitimate thing. How do you have too much syrup?
Okay, because
by not putting it in waffles, that's how. Hello and welcome to Weeaboo Trash Talk, your /1 unranked weekly anime podcast every Wednesday at 9:30ish p.m. Central Time. We come to you live for our trash takes on anime news, host topics, and what we've been watching right here at twitch.tv/CLOSP. Please remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming and 1 free monthly Twitch sub for any channel. We'd love to be that channel for you, but if not, totally understandable, because right now it is September, meaning half off on first-time subscribers and for multiple month subscribers. So, honestly, hitting the sub button on the actual app you're using or the computer you're using costs less than if you have Amazon Prime. You can cancel Amazon Prime right now. Stop giving money to Bezos. Stop it. But give the money to us, and it'll be less than. Less than. Basic price, $5. The discounted price right now, I don't know. I haven't been new to anything in like years, so I don't get that kind of offer anymore. They know they have my money, and I'm not getting it back. But it's low. It's lower than $5, obviously, for first-time subs. So please, do your part. Which is giving us money. I don't know how that sounded kind of charity, but then I don't know. I went places anyway. Enjoy. If you don't have the money to sub, that's all right. What you can go ahead and do, we've noticed podcast doing some numbers. What you can do, wherever you're listening to this, wherever you're watching this, see that little share button? Press that. You see that little like button? Press that. Engagement. It's helpful. It does so much.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate us. Well.
Actually, yes, we are finally on Apple Podcast, and whoo, did that change the numbers? Did that boost the numbers? Okay.
Seriously? So that's why we have numbers. All right.
Yeah. We got Apple Podcast, so it's like, man, I worked out before, and fuck them. But you know, whatever. My product's working there. Let's go. Anyway, I'm your host, CLOSP. You can call me P. As always, I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts, making his return after a 2-week absence, El Chefe himself, Mingo of Cooking with Chefe on Facebook.
I'm back, babies. I hope y'all missed me. I missed y'all dearly. Hey, you know what? Since I'm back, you know what you should do? Maybe sub and get more of the funnies, baby. I'm gonna make you laugh. Maybe even make you cry. Might make you piss yourself if you just try. Look at that. Little rhyme for y'all.
Mingo.
Hey.
Pick once more for me.
What?
Pick once more for me.
What? I'm here. What? I'm back.
Okay, no, I want the voice went a little robot-y. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Oh shit! I went again.
I thought that was part of the bit, honestly.
I mean, we could keep it part of the bit.
Nah, it's all good. If you can fix it, go ahead. If not, we'll work with it. All right. Alongside the world's #1 Mio enthusiast, Gallant of Gatlin Zeros on Twitter and Twitch.
Hello. Hi. What's up? This is about all I got.
AKA the wonderful tweet that blew up and didn't pimp anything. What did you do? You double memed it.
I did. I double memed. Sorry.
You double dipped the chip.
This just doing numbers. Bad numbers.
All right, this is episode 11 on Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021. September's over next week, y'all.
Do you remember?
Actually, no.
No, I don't. Everything.
I don't know
happened
how
way
we
too
got
fast.
here. You think I was applying for jobs all month, and then here we are. I don't know how to feel right now. It's a lot. Anyway, this week on the show, we're going to go ahead and cover scumbags definitely still being scumbags, Funimation getting just damn near everything, Gundam having announcements after announcements after announcements, and just honestly movie announcements of things you would not imagine, and a lighter little bit of new dates for you. But before we get to all that, Gallant,
Say we're starting with what we've been watching. I see. I'm not worth it. It's fine. That's fine. I'm all right.
I said I
So,
was waiting for you to say yes. I could tell you what have you been watching.
oh, you know. This week, because there was a friend of mine that had never seen it.
Nope, step back, step back. How dare you assume the worst of me? How dare you? I'm hurt.
How dare I assume that you were? Hold on, not you. Wait, what? Did I lose the bit?
No, I'm just hurt. But
Oh,
okay, go on,
I'm sorry.
go on.
Anyway, a mutual friend of both me and Silas here, has never seen Akira. So, hung out on Discord or whatever, watched Akira together, and damn, if I didn't come out with a better opinion of that movie than I first had, I know a lot of people think this about themselves at one point or another, but I was a little pretentious shit 10 years ago. Maybe that's too real for some people. Yeah, so I will start with my original, decades old thoughts on Akira, the classic. I'm not pulling the author's name from my brain right now because I'm bad. But the classic anime film that inspired, like whose author inspired people like Satoshi Kon and countless others. Basically, when I originally watched it, it was like 2 a.m. and I was by myself. Just as you do, you're in college or whatever, and you ain't got anything to do the next day, so you can watch some fucking anime. And I enjoyed Akira the first time, but I was like, I could see why it's considered a classic, but I think there are things that are better. Watching that over again, that movie fucks harder than anything else, maybe. And just because, damn, I miss old animation, there are techniques, there are shots that are just done in that movie that just people don't fucking use anymore with traditional animation, like being, with everything being like, I should say, more digital. And it's just like there are certain shots. There's a shot in a helicopter scene where you see out a window, and clearly what they did was they drew the dude in the helicopter and the window, and to film it, moved the panel away from a shot of the city to like get that effect. Fantastic. But like there's some like parallaxing work where apparently they drew out these huge scenes and had to just move the camera across them while they were filming and stuff. Just absolutely, like, taken aback by how much I miss that sort of style. Yeah, I think I understood maybe a little bit more than I did then anyway. But also hell of a movie to watch again in this day and age with the shit that's going on. Like there are like in that world in the city, there's like protests going on with how corrupt the government is and things that they're doing to people. There's rampant police violence, and like abuse of power. It was just hell of a thing to watch in this damn day and age with everything that's been going on and everything. I don't. I realize I'm pretty bad at like expressing my feelings on things and why I think they're good. But I had a lot of fun. I recommend that movie to anyone. There's maybe some gross body horror, and even though it was my second time watching it, there were some things that I completely forgot and kind of like blindsided me. So I don't want to say too much, even though I ostensibly everyone has seen it at this point. But like the reveal, I will at least say the reveal about Akira, I fucking forgot that shit somehow. And yeah, it was good. I didn't watch much else. I even fell behind on Dragon Maid. Don't crucify me, Mingo. But
I'll
yeah.
get the.
So. I will. I'm planning on starting something this week, and I don't want to say it out loud in case I fail. So, but yeah, that's all for me.
The creator's name was Katsuhiro Otomo.
Oh, okay. See, I had Tomo, and I knew that was wrong.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
And
fair.
there is the other person. Okay. Very good. Very good. I still have
And
yet to watch Akira.
Really?
it's all
Okay.
right. Watch the South Park version.
Maybe not.
It's all right. They get Rosie O'Donnell. It's beautiful. It's funny.
All right then. With that in the bucket, Mingo, did you want to speak about Dragon Maid first?
Let's do it. All right, babies. Time for old Uncle Shefe to get his serotonin whip out for all of y'all, especially Gallant. Be slacking.
I'm ready.
Because they're setting up. It's beautiful. Tomorrow is the last episode.
Oh no. Well, I know what I should watch at least.
No, no part two. No, you get all of it. You know what I'm doing? You know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm watching that last episode, and then I'm rewatching season 1 and 2, and I'm ODing on the couch of serotonin. It's gonna be beautiful. This whole season has been gorgeous and fulfilling. So much shown. Do yourself that favor. I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I got to give y'all 2 weeks worth of go watch some serotonin right now. But on some other news, real quick. I won't just kill y'all with the serotonin. We got some news on the Gotcha Corner.
Uh-oh.
I hope y'all missed that.
I have.
Because though I did not pull the character I wanted just yet, the one that I've been trying to pull since I've been talking about it, but they just released a new character. Her banner was yesterday. I was able to get her on my first 10 pull.
Hot damn. Did you stop?
Oh, no, I did another 10 pull
Mm-hmm.
because I want another one of her, but because her con one's really cool. Her in her ultimate on her last hit on her attack chain, she throws a fucking fish at them.
That's pretty
How
cool.
about it?
A whole ass water fish, and I'm just stupid hyped for that. So I'm trying to get that next. But to put this in perspective, y'all, you're guaranteed a 5-star character at 90 pulls. And your chances don't go up until like 75, I believe. And I was at 0 because the last pool I did, I had lost the 50-50. So I was on a guarantee for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I stacked up. This was all, free 99 too. I didn't pay nothing. I stacked up enough for 10 wishes. And on her release date, and I've been talking about her for weeks with my brothers. Like I've been super hyped for this character. She's a badass healer. She's a great support character. And so fucking right there when her banner went up, I called my brother. I was like, yo, I'm going for it. All right. I saw that gold star and I was like, whoa. So first win, I caught a character I really wanted. Stupid hyped. Already got her to level 70. Trying to work on her weapon and her other shit, but Genshin's full of fucking task lists that you're never gonna complete in your lifetime. But that's been
Very,
it for me.
very good. Very good. And then for myself, I still have the trailer going up because I couldn't stop watching it. Okay, I pull up Tokyo Revengers. What I watched this week. Oh Lord, how is that audio still on? What? Okay. What I went ahead and watched this week was in fact Tokyo Revengers. And how do I put this, folks? So I was sleepy, and I wanted something to tire my eyes out. So I was going through HBO Max because HBO Max, a place where just things you've long forgotten about go to reawaken because HBO licenses and watch them streaming. Instead, what I saw as an advertisement was like, hey, we have Tokyo Revengers now. I was like, huh, from Crunchyroll, okay. Do they have the dub? It's only in dub. Well, alright then. Let's start that. This was at around 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe. And upon the first episode, I was put into a sinkhole where I didn't stop. I watched the first 10 episodes back to back on my phone because I could not stop myself long enough to turn on my TV.
Hot damn.
Damn.
And oddly enough, I don't know how much I enjoyed it still. Tokyo Revenger is basically a time travel story of a basically not even a NEET, but a kind of a loser adult in his early late 20s who doesn't really have anything going for himself. His middle school life was he was in a delinquent group that picked up with the wrong people, and he ran away at the end of his middle school career to not have to deal with it anymore. He finds out years later, as he's watching news, the only girlfriend he's ever had in his life dies as a result of gang violence. Later that day, he's waiting for a train, gets pushed in front of the train. Instead of dying, he goes back 12 years to his years in middle school before the gang situation happened. And it basically becomes a story of he can travel back in time, and he's trying to prevent the girl from dying. But every time he does, he finds out more stuff that's happening and just other ways things can go wrong. And how he has to save basically all of his friends in this that are involved in all of this, along with the actual gang story that is happening in the past itself, and how he gets wrapped up in it.
So does he fix a thing, live 12 years, and then it still fucks up, and then he goes back again?
No, there is a method to which he can travel backward into the future and into the past. There's a method for that. It involves a handshake that sends him back on there. However, his limitation is time passes, real time passes when he's in the past. So basically, he has to be hooked to an IV because he still ages, he still hungers, all that when he's in the past. So he can't stay there forever. Really, he could die.
So that's a different how you say it's a different way of doing the whole time traveling thing. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, for a couple seconds, it was sounding a lot like Erased and Steins Gate.
Yeah. Because the whole trick about this is like however long he's in the past, that's how many days pass in the future as well. He only can go into the past, so he can't relive the same day. It has to be a new day. Like at one point, he thinks he accomplishes a certain task, and turns out no, something else happens. Got to go back. All the time between that has still passed. So whatever day he goes in the past for, that's where he wakes up, or whatever day he goes down in the future, he wakes up in that day in the past. Whatever day he goes back on the future, he goes back on that day or whatever day he goes back to the future in the past, he wakes up on that same day, but in the future.
So he can only go back exactly 12 years.
Exactly. There are no resets. He has to work with what he's got. And as you discover, whenever he does leave, his old persona is the one walking around and doesn't really know what the hell is happening.
Oh boy.
So
it's like a weird Freaky Friday situation almost.
Yeah, they haven't put any time into his old persona when they're in charge, because I guess they just don't make it a big deal. His old persona is just kind of a loser, basically. And what I really like about it is the fact that so far in the series, at least, this main character is not the everybody likes him protagonist hero. He's not good at fighting. In fact, they refer to him as the crybaby hero, because all he does a lot of times is cry about how weak he is and how much he wants to give up. But that's basically what he did in his first life, is he gave up on everything. He ran away from everything. So a lot of it is the fact that there are fights going on around him. There's serious gang shit going on around him. But even when he gets involved in it, he is not a good fighter. This is not a, it's an action type series. It's so weird of that. Like, if anything, I should tell one of our friends about this, because it does deal with gang culture a little bit in Tokyo, but it's a lot about like the culture and why this gang that is there, they're still delinquents, but their goal is to be the best delinquents that take accountability for themselves.
He kind of reminds me, the way you're describing him, he reminds me of Gonza and Dead Man Wonderland.
I never saw that one. Gallant would be the better voice on that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It sounds like this kid got his shit together maybe after growing up and realizing everything was garbage. Oh, he doesn't have his shit together? No. I mean, after getting the ability to go back in time. So he's actually doing something. Yeah,
because straight up, Gonza was a straight bitch even after getting his fucking blood powers.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna be real with you. Gonza is my most hated MC of all time.
Yeah.
I hate
This.
Gonzo with fucking passion. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this guy because I want to watch Tokyo Revengers.
So the main character is a crybaby, yes, but I mean he does like the reason people end up liking him is because he is basically he keeps seeing the bad things happen. He knows he has to do something. So yes, he's a crybaby. He is not the he'll solve everything hero, but he gets the the shit kicked out of him and all that. But he gets back up and he's still trying. He's not
You see,
he's not the answer to the problem, but he's still trying to get everyone to the solution.
that's an enduring quality. That's what
Yeah.
you want in MC. My issue is more the fact that like you get your ass kicked and you're a bitch throughout trying to be better. You know what I mean? Like if that makes any sense. Like
Yeah.
another good endearing hero that I enjoy, on a shonen level is Deku.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's constantly training and trying to get better. And though he fuck through season 1 and 2, cries every episode. He endures and he becomes a way different character than he is now.
Yeah.
And I respect that kind of growth, and that's what you want to see in an anime. So I look forward. To checking this out finally. It's finished.
The sub is finished. The dub is still going. This dub is on 17, and I believe there are
24.
I
The
want to
standard.
say 24. I'm double checking right now. Also, check your mic me real quick. It went a little echoey, or it went a little like inside a cup.
Might be the room that I'm in right now. We're still trying to adjust to the new apartment. I haven't had time to set up the whole setup yet.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Let me see here.
If anything, just maybe this 1 week of enduring.
So there are 17 in dub, and Crunchy's gonna be a little bitch about this. I already know. And yeah, 24 total for the first season. And I will say, from what I've remember reading in the news correctly, because we don't normally cover manga news here, but I do still see it when I'm collecting news. I believe they're in the final arc now in the manga, so it's not as though it doesn't know when to end. It does have an ending in sight, but this will be ongoing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna ask, does it if it ends in a point that feels fulfilling, or if this is one of those that you maybe just wanna.
So I got through the first 12 episodes basically in one go. Like I stopped at episode 11. And that's when I realized, the sun is out now. Because when I started, the sun was not out. I noticed at episode 11, it's like the sun is out, and I haven't stopped to like. The sun was in my face, everything was going on. I still didn't stop watching on my phone because I didn't want to look away. I didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
But I got through the first 12 episodes, and it was pretty solid, and that was fulfilling in terms of like what's going on. And then after that is when you find out about, on 12 episodes, like, oh, this is why this story is ongoing. This is going to be that extra layer on there as well of, what's happening, what keeps this from being a simple story, basically.
I see.
And so that has felt good so far. I would say, if anything, the cast remains small, and for the most part, in the first arc I saw, that first 12 episodes, kind of inconsequential, because the people around them are more things he has to interact with and not actually their own characters. But I feel as we go on, that will probably change.
Sure.
Because in the first episodes, it basically is establishing the concept of, okay, he can change the future. Here's how it's going to go ahead and happen. Doesn't work out. And then because it goes back, it's like, okay, well, this gang thing you're talking about as much, since it's always kind of more in the background, it's not like center stage per se, as like, all the members and the people contributing to it necessarily. Like, you don't even really, you don't have a face-to-face with the antagonist that we assume as antagonist until after that. But when you go back, it seems like that's okay. Now it's time to expand into more things on there, and it's just it keeps kind of building gradually, but still it keeps up with the way that it was in that first arc. It's like, okay, well, it knows what it's trying to do for its arcs, and I appreciate that. As someone who likes the more shonen stuff, someone who likes having a protagonist and antagonist as hero villain, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I appreciate what you're trying to do with the piece of the story you're telling, rather than, well, we don't really know how far this arc will go, and we'll kind of just feel it out. Because like as someone who kind of Amigo talked about it, and My Hero, the later arcs of My Hero, it kind of gets to a point of like, okay, you can kind of end this on here because you're not even going to use everyone properly to just get the story done. And so for this type of thing, it's very it's welcoming. I'm very happy with this. So yeah, I'll keep watching. I'm probably gonna wait maybe until it does finish now. I mean, it's on 17 episodes, 24, so I might just go because I'm honestly satisfied with what I've seen.
5 weeks at that point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly just satisfied at this point of like what I've gotten, so I don't mind waiting and going back to it once the dub is finished. But for those who do not want to wait for that, the sub is completely finished. It is available on Crunchyroll.
Cool. Yeah, I heard someone I follow on Twitter. I saw them posting about how what do you call it? How the apparently the arc right after the anime ends is incredible.
Yeah.
So
I think I could be wrong. This is completely like skimmed through the news, but I've seen it. I believe some of the arcs later on, can kind of go long. Apparently. So we'll see what that turns into. I don't know. But yeah, there is that. That is Tokyo Revengers. I recommend it, give it a shot. Like I think if you're gonna get into it, because once again, the concept behind it is a time travel story. Everything else in it is cool, but I think if you're gonna really go into it, it probably will be. Are you really intrigued by that first episode? Because that's the, you'll see if you care about it. Because once again, not a hero. Not really a hero. Just the protagonist of the story, but not really a hero. And the first episode doesn't even really end on, a triumphant victory. The end of the first episode is basically establishing, this is what the concept of the show, or the actual plan for the show is going to be all the way through. So maybe the first episode doesn't hook you. Maybe give it one more episode, but that's effectively it. Because I'm all about it though. I think if anything, I wish it were a bit more actiony, for the sake of gangs are involved, because there is one big brawl so far in the first arc. It ends on that, but it wasn't really. They don't really fixate on the battles, because once again, it knows the point of the story is you've got to solve X to get the solution, but you don't know what it is. You don't know what the actual formula is. So still trying to figure that out. So that's cool.
Cool. Sounds interesting.
And then with that. Does anyone have anything else before we move on?
No.
All right, then. Then in that case, we're going to go ahead, and before we get to updates, announcements, and new dates, what we're going to go and do is give you an actual little bit of anime news. And this week, in Everybody Knew He Fucking Did It news, the UFO Table founder Akira Kondo admits to evading 138 million yen in taxes. This is going to be a small little synopsis from Rafael Antonio Pendia at Anime News Network. Anime studio UFO Table's founder, representative director, and president Hikaru Kondo admitted to the charge of violating the Corporation Tax Act and Consumption Tax Act by failing to pay 138 million yen, about $1.25 million in US, in taxes at a preliminary hearing by the Tokyo District Court on Friday. During the same hearing, Kondo issued an apology, admitting he thought his tax evasion would not bring trouble to UFO Table. Just so we're clear,
hysterical.
The tax evasion was, we opened up all of these restaurants centered around our company's characters, and I was evading the profits for 30% of the profits. I was, hiding that away in a safe at the actual studio, but I didn't think it would affect anyone else.
Sometimes you have a really bad excuse, and that's all you have.
Just so we're clear, people, UFO Table did not protect this man. They were like, no, we paid our taxes. We know we owe things, and we paid them. We don't know what this motherfucker's doing no more.
Straight threw him under the bus. Good job.
Yep. I will admit, though, for the longest time, because this story's been ongoing, I honestly thought that the story was, he was just evading profits for the studio itself and hiding them at different... Somewhere in my mind, I thought he was hiding the money split across 30% of the different restaurants that they owned and made. So my original thought for the story was, this man evaded taxes, took the money, and was playing a fucking scavenger hunt of, whack-a-mole, hiding the money in different amounts at different restaurants across Japan.
Tax-a-mole.
All I'm saying is, If anyone makes an anime out of that, I'm owed some royalties.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Actually,
That sounds like an anime.
that sounds like that good shit.
All right.
What a fucking hysterical.
Outside of that, then we'll go ahead and move on to catalog updates.
All right, so for streaming catalog updates, got a bunch here from Funimation. They're adding Arya the animation, Arya the natural, Arya the OVA, Ateria, Arya the origination, and Arya the Averine. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, that's 2 V's, not a W.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then they're also adding Gakuen Alliance, Data Bullet, Dead or Bullet. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Data Bullet, Dead or Bullet is the subtitle. I'm guessing Geki Joban Data Live Matsuri Judgment. Is that like a 4th season, Carlos?
I wish I could tell you. I just copied down the list.
All right, that's fair.
But like they didn't. No one like. Okay, so the movie comes up as Data Live movie Mayuri Judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a movie apparently.
Okay. All right, so that's a movie. All right, then
What are these next two?
Get that off there, Carlos. Your name is in the way.
Oh, sorry.
Sekaiichi. God damn it! Now my cursor's in the way. Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, the case of Takafumi Yokozawa.
Yes.
And then Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, Propose Hen episode proposal. They're also adding The World Ends with UW, Rumble Granadol on October 11th, and Vampire Dies in No Time on October 4th. Crunchyroll adds You Can Do It Doki-chan as well as Tawawa on Monday 2. And then Netflix has stated that they're starting Komi Can't Communicate on October 21st, and it's going to be weekly?
Yes.
Weekly?
Weekly was sub, because that's when they have the exclusive streaming rights for it.
That's what they... What the fuck? What is happening with JoJo's?
Money.
Maybe they want the... okay.
I don't know, JoJo fans. I got nothing for you. I'm watching the news every week, but I got nothing for you.
Maybe we're getting 4 episodes a month so they can dub them all and have them all. I don't know. If it's 1 episode a month, I'm gonna. Those are 52. There's no way. You know how long 52 months is? Too long. That's like 5 years. We're not. The Stone Ocean is not happening over 5 years. It's definitely gonna be anyway.
Is the Stone Ocean arc even over yet, or did it just finish?
Yeah, no, Stone Ocean's been done for years.
Okay.
That is part 6. Part 8 just ended.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Gallant, bright side, at least you're getting something, while Hunter x Hunter gets nothing still.
Honestly, at this point, I prefer that man just live his life. If he feels like it, maybe pen a novel. We don't need it to be a manga, dude. Honestly, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's it for your catalog updates.
And on that defeated note, let's move on to new announcements. Good news for Gundam fans. So Sunrise has revealed that Gundam: The Witch from Mercury will be the first new Gundam TV anime in 7 years. So completely original idea. From what I've seen on here, let me reconfirm once more before I make the statement. It is, original series, so not UC related.
Amazing. How long has that been?
7 years.
Jeez, what was the last one? Oh, Iron Blood.
Iron Blood, yeah. Speaking of which,
been 7 years since Iron Blood.
And in case you forgot and you've been missing it, Gundam Iron Blood Orphans is getting a 9-part compilation TV special.
Maybe just go watch the series, actually.
I mean, it's available everywhere. I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, have fun with that. Also announcing that Yoshikazu uh, Yasuhiko is going to be directing Gundam Kukuru's Done's Island. I'm murdering this. Okay, Gundam Kukuru's Done's Island.
Hold on.
Gallant, save me.
I'm going to say it's Gundam. If we're going Japanese pronunciation, it's probably Kukuruzu,
Okay.
Donen's Island film. But
Okay.
again, it depends on how we want to.
That is opening.
Kukuruzu. Who knows? It could be
Kukuruzu.
anything.
That is opening in 2022. We don't know any other time frames from that. That is going to be these film is described as a retelling of the 15th episode of the original Mobile Suit Gundam television series. The episode itself has been omitted from English releases for the series, so I guess it's an episode we've never gotten here in the States. So, huzzah. Next up, this is going to be an English translation because I'm not going to try and say the Japanese name for it. It's not going to happen. The fruit of evolution before I knew it, my life had made, has revealed an October 4th debut. This is the one where the dude is in his class. He's kind of a loser. The class gets teleported to another world, I guess, and there is a monkey that falls in love with him, a gorilla. Turns out gorilla can turn into, I'm assuming, hot young girl. It looks fucking batshit crazy, so I might be about this. Only time will tell. In announcements, the U.S. is going to get Pompo, the cinephile anime film, in 2022. So that will be on screens in 2022. No official date on anything else, though, as of right now. I'm about it. I want to see that movie. My Isekai Life TV anime has revealed a 2022 premiere. So let me go ahead and get this one. I just want to check real quick, and then, yeah, it's an isekai. I mean, it's an isekai, and this person raises slimes, so we'll see. Another one of those. The case study of Vanitas' second part will be premiering in 2022. I still gotta watch the first part. I watched the first episode of that. I didn't dislike it, but we'll see. Also, bigger announcement, My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, has officially been set to get a movie. No time frame as of yet when it's preparing, but it will be getting a movie. That was announced at the end of the second season, which happened last Saturday, Sunday.
That's great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm about it. Galen, did you go back and watch it?
Not yet.
Okay. Then there was an announcement for Management of a Novice Alchemist light novel is getting an anime. I read the description. Seems very, very tame, which, hey, I'm fine with it. Let's go. Another announcement. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Another reincarnation demon lord thing. Loses loved ones, gets bored, decides wants to come back to life. So that'll be 2022. We'll see what that turns into. The Duke of Death and His Maid is getting a sequel. I just started the dub for that last week. I was very much about it, so happy to see that. We'll see what's going on. And 11 Arts will be premiering the Gintama, the very final anime English dubs, dub in English, at New York Comic Con. Big ups to those voice actors, because that's got to be one of the most inconsistent character works that anyone's ever been a part of.
Oh, 100%.
So big ups. And big announcement, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is getting a movie in fall 2022.
Huh.
Sadness. I guess we're not getting another season unless the movie's an original idea. I'm not entirely sure just yet.
Oh, they haven't said if the movie is like a follow-up for an arc or...
Let me see here. No, nothing as of yet. So far as I can tell, it is just an announcement of the movie. It might be standalone. Who knows?
Yeah.
Slime is big. It could possibly carry a movie on its own.
It could be like a short arc between the last big arc they complete and whatever is following.
Absolutely.
That seems to be popular nowadays, like Demon Slayer and other things. But yeah.
Okay, and then with that, we're gonna move on to new dates. New dates are gonna go ahead and be the live-action Bungo Stray Dogs Beast film has a January 7th debut. That is Japan. We have nothing set for the U.S. just yet, but Bungo did hit, so I want to say we'd get it. But yeah, if you want, there's a trailer for live action out there.
Smacking.
What's up, Mingo?
That sounds dope. Stupid hype. Hope we get it.
Absolutely.
Bungo Stray Dogs, my personal favorite series to ever come out.
Bungo Stray Dogs is a good series. If anyone has a chance to watch it, I recommend it. Bungo is a good one.
Especially for those that like novels and such. Really do it justice. And it's not just English novels, not just Japanese. They hit a spectrum on it.
Mm-hmm. If you kind of like almost noir adventures, a bit more lighthearted, but with like special powers and like good animation, it's worth a watch. I don't know when it was. I don't know if we ever covered it on the show that I watched it, because I know that was a whole thing. I think that we did at one point, but yeah, I mean, once I started it, I marathoned 3 seasons in a movie because it was that good. That's
kind of incredible.
Yeah, it's an investment, but I've never regretted making it. I'm about it. Let's go. Give me more seasons. And then last up for new dates, Deep Insanity, The Lost Child anime has revealed an October 12th premiere. That is going to go ahead and be part of that project from Square Enix where they have a game and anime series happening at the same time around each other. So, I mean, it looks kind of edgy, technically. Like apparently there's a virus spreading, people go underground, and they're coming back up trying to fight it. The art and animation still looks cool, but people out here dying. Absolutely. There's a head falling all over the place and shit like that. So, I don't know. We'll see what that turns into. But the character designs are kind of about it. So, let's go. And then with that is going to be it for announcements and new dates. We do have a required reading right now if you want to partake. So, for anyone that does not know, part of why it's a little bit like this today, Star Wars Visions, which I intend to do a full expose on next week, launched today, this Wednesday that we're on right now. I've not had a chance to watch it because I didn't want to watch it in parts, and but I will probably be watching that tomorrow or sometime before next week. But there is going to be, from Anime News Network, an actual article with the producer James Wan and Kanako Surasaki, basically giving a whole breakdown of the things like how the project started, how did they get all the creators on board with it, what were their thoughts the first time they saw the work, things of that, all these stories about it. So, big project, lots of your favorite directors and artists getting in on this. So if you want to get more in depth on really how this kind of like dream ensemble came to be, there's an article for you out there. Once again, that's Star Wars Visions producers James Wan and Kanako Surasaki from Kelly Knox at Anime News Network. Also, if you want to watch it on Disney Plus, please do not forget every episode for the shorts, and there are 9 of them on Disney Plus. There is also a behind-the-scenes documentary of about equal length in the extra tab as well. So,
Jesus,
if you want to go in on this, go in. And with that, folks, as odd as it might seem, back to having the full group on here, shorter show, but that's going to be it for us this week. Tame, calm. I don't like it. News was too calm this week. I'm going to get slaughtered next week. Something's going to happen. I know it is. Maybe it's
I'm going to watch 3 different series and talk for 45 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Funimation is going to require a high dive, and then we're going to lose our shit.
Jesus Christ, please no.
I don't want to have any more big articles. Okay. But yeah, with that, we will catch you next week, folks. Oh, you know what it probably is? Tokyo Game Show is next week. I bet news outlets don't want, or groups don't want to get their news mixed up with that, probably. Okay.
Anime is making the way for video games right now.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Maybe? Who knows?
But with that, as a little bit of shout out, not this week, but next week, at some point after the Tokyo Game Show, We will be here on normal time on Wednesday as always, but for those who do not know, I also run a video game podcast right here, the same Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CLSP. That's going to be the VG Weekly Roundup, and we will be doing our official launch episode after the Tokyo Game Show next week, September 30th. So either on that day or after it, if you want to go and support, we will be doing that, launching the same way we do this channel. Record one night, the next day it'll go ahead and go live on your different podcast services around the globe, and in the future we will be trying to go ahead and get everything assembled on a YouTube channel as well. So things moving forward. If you want to go ahead and see our beautiful faces, too bad I'm the only one with face cam, but in the future we got more stuff for you. So
Maybe
until next week.
Maybe. So maybe if I start wearing a shirt, they'll see me, but that's a hard maybe.
I mean, we live in Texas. It is a hard maybe. I blame no one. This light on me does not produce heat, but I'm in Texas, so I'm convinced it does.
Winter month bingo is a whole different beast.
If we get 100 subscribers,
No promises. Wait, if we get 100 subscribers, Mingo puts on a shirt, maybe that's a promise we should make. That seems doable. All right.
Okay, 100 subscribers, they see my face, and I wear a tank top.
How much for an anime shirt? Or do you have an anime tank top?
I do have an anime tank top, actually. It's a white beard one.
Done.
I'm glad we were going to make this deal that I feel like I was hardly part of. But very good then. All right then, folks. With that, what's up?
Good to have me back.
Yes, absolutely wonderful. And you're welcome. You're welcome. We didn't talk about 14 this week, so I hope you're happy. Don't worry, it'll come back.
I'm about to say, Cat be tomorrow on the VG. Wait, when's the VG roundup this week?
It's gonna be tomorrow. VG Weekly
Roundup. Is it tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, catch me on there talking much about Final Fantasy 14 with Carlos.
What was that, Mika?
You know what I was holding in my back pocket just in case y'all would have started? Blastoise and Unite, baby.
Oh God.
Uncle Blastoids.
Kings of comedy ass motherfucker.
God damn it.
I was holding it. I was waiting. I was like, I'm waiting for these boys. They want to start. I got it. Out of my back pocket. I don't even got back pocket.
All right. With that, folks, we will go ahead and catch you next week. Thank you, boys, for joining us. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If not, keep it to yourself. Bye.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Get vaccinated.
Yes. Do that.
Yep.